Also, starting to feel like she mess with dudes that keep the cape out on they do-rag. Hey, y'all gotta admit though, that shit was funny. Hey though, sex simplicity hats coming soon.
This would be like my healing chapter.
I was really excited about that.
A lot of wounds are being closed and aided at this point, and the wounds are being nurtured as well and closed up for good, you know. So I think for me, this is my chapter of healing.
Man, it's really starting to look like she only falls for guys who wear their swagger like a superhero cape. But let's be honest, that comment had everyone laughing. Oh, and side note, the new Sex Simplicity hats are about to drop, so make sure you cop one. Now here's the tea. Iman Shumpert is reportedly swallowing his pride and trying to convince Teyana Taylor to call off their divorce and take him back. And this is just days after their split was made official. We already know Teyana went public about how Iman wronged her during their marriage, which led her to file in the first place. But now the buzz is that Iman's acting desperate. Some say he's borderline obsessed with winning her over again. The real question, though, is he genuinely trying to fix things, or is fear driving this sudden change? See, there's talk of a new lawsuit involving Teyana, and the rumor mill suggests Iman could also be dragged into the legal mess. That's got people questioning whether his come back home act is motivated by love or just self-preservation. The timing's got people raising eyebrows, too. Ever since Teyana revealed her new man, rapper Aaron Pierre, Iman's been spiraling. Sources claim he's been actively trying to sabotage their relationship, purely out of jealousy. A lot of fans believe this sudden push to rekindle things with Teyana isn't about love at all. It's about Aaron. Let's not forget, Iman and Teyana used to be seen as the blueprint for black love. Now it feels like Iman's trying to use that image to get her to ditch Aaron and start fresh with him again. But here's the thing, Aaron's also black. So maybe he's the new face of black love. So the real question is, will Teyana fall for Iman's charm again? Or is he just a bitter ex trying to reclaim what he lost now that someone else is in the picture? This whole situation is a whirlwind of drama. Heartbreak, jealousy, legal issues. It's a hot mess. So go ahead and grab some popcorn because this story isn't over yet. While Iman's out here saying he wants to fix their marriage and keep the family together, fans aren't buying it. Most believe he's not doing this out of genuine love for Teyana, but because the divorce hit him financially. Word on the street is that he's scrambling to avoid those court-ordered payments and is using the whole "the kids need both parents" narrative to cover it up. People close to him say he's been preaching about wanting his daughters to grow up seeing black excellence and strong family values. But let's be real. If that was really his concern, why didn't he treat Teyana? Right from the start, people in Teyana's circle are warning her not to fall for his sweet words. Let's not forget, he cheated, disrespected her, and made her feel like she didn't matter. And now he wants to pretend none of that happened? That's wild. Apparently, Iman's comeback game is strong. He's been telling her everything she wants to hear, promising he's changed, swearing he'd never hurt her again. But most folks aren't convinced, especially when he's got legal fees piling up and a big payout he doesn't want to make. Reports say this isn't just a small chunk of change either. Back in 2024, a judge in Fulton County, Georgia, ordered Iman to pay a 7-figure sum, one time. No wonder he's suddenly trying to win her back. Ever since Iman was hit with that hefty payment order to Teyana, it's like he's been looking for ways to dodge it rather than just stepping up and paying what's due. Now everyone's sitting back and watching closely. Will Teyana give him another chance, or is she finally done with all the back and forth and ready to show she's really moved on? And let's be clear, we're not talking chump change here. It wasn't 6 figures, it was 7. We're talking millions. That court ruling didn't just sting emotionally, it hit Iman's bank account hard. On top of the massive lump sum he's supposed to pay, he also has to hand over $88,000 every single month in child support. And that's not all. He's also covering private school tuition for both of their daughters, Junie and Rue. That's monthly. No pause, no shortcuts. Now, let's talk about what each of them walked away with after the split. Iman didn't leave empty-handed. He still has his investments through Hummer Chump, a condo in Miami, and 2 more properties located in South Georgia, specifically in Decatur. So yeah, he held on to a few assets. But let's be honest, Teyana came out way ahead. She walked away with full control of her 2 companies, Taylor Made and Aunties. That's her entire business empire, untouched. She also kept all of her high-end jewelry, her $300K Maybach, a luxury Sprinter van worth $70K, a tour bus, and her Bronco truck. Talk about driving off in style. And it's not just what's on wheels. She also kept 4 of their marital homes, and sources say the total value of those properties crosses the $10 million mark. Even though the legal documents haven't been made fully public, the numbers speak for themselves. Teyana walked out a winner, no question. Iman didn't take that ruling lightly, though. He tried to challenge the decision and brought it back to court, hoping to get things overturned. But just a few days ago, the judge shut him down again and upheld the original decision. No changes. So now, not only is he still stuck with that massive payout, but he's also got to deal with paying some of the most expensive divorce lawyers in the business a second time around. And we all know top-tier attorneys don't come cheap. This whole thing turned into a full-blown financial disaster for Iman, while Teyana is out here thriving. And honestly, she got the last laugh. It's funny how guys love to show off when the money's rolling in, but the minute the bills come due, suddenly they're acting broke. Iman's even been telling people he's not making money like that anymore, which tells you what kind of games might be happening behind the scenes. But let's rewind the story for a second. Remember when word first got out that Teyana might be dating Aaron Pierre? Yeah, that's right, Mufasa himself. Did Iman try to win her back? Not even close. Instead, he leaned into his bitter ex energy. And if you believe what's being said on the streets, he was getting messy behind the scenes. There are even rumors that Iman tried to confront Aaron out of jealousy. Seriously. But here's the thing. People are saying Aaron knows some kind of martial arts, jujitsu or karate. So if Iman really tried something, he definitely picked the wrong dude to mess with. Despite all that petty behavior, Iman still hasn't made a real effort to take responsibility or make peace with Teyana. Not back then. Instead, he seemed more interested in stirring up drama and trying to make her life harder. Pure spite, just to prove a point. Funny how the second the judge told Iman he had to cut Teyana a check, suddenly she became the love of his life again. Now he's all about family, and how the kids need both parents under one roof. Be for real. What makes this whole thing even wilder is that Teyana actually tried to save their relationship. She filed for divorce not once, but twice, and both times she took it back, trying to hold things together for the sake of their family. And while she was out here fighting for their marriage, Iman was doing the opposite, living his best life with a rotation of Instagram models, even bringing them into the house. Yep, their house. Some of them were even lounging around the kids' rooms. That's how little he respected the situation back then. And now he wants to act like he cares about what's best for the kids? Let's not forget. This man once got so petty that he turned off the utilities in the house in January while his children were inside with Teyana. No heat, middle of winter, all because she was done with his games. And now he wants to act like he's Mr. Family Values? Please. That wasn't just cold in temperature, it was cold-hearted. He literally cut off the basics. Power, heat, everything. Just to punish her for setting boundaries after all his cheating. And while Teyana didn't let it break her, she got everything. Turned back on right away, it's still crazy that he even did that. That kind of behavior makes people stop and say, wait, what? Leaving your kids freezing just to hurt their mother? That's not just petty, that's next level disrespect. And even after all that, Teyana still tried to protect him. When headlines started blowing up, she got online and publicly called out TMZ, saying, "Y'all need to chill with the fake stories and clickbait." She even asked people to respect her family's privacy, clearly trying to keep things calm, for the sake of her kids. But then, boom, court documents leaked, and guess what? They confirmed it. Iman really did shut off the utilities, proving that while Teyana was out here trying to keep the peace, she was still covering for him. Probably just trying to make sure things didn't get messier for the kids. A lot of women would have dragged him all over social media, but Teyana kept it classy the whole time. And now, after all of that, here's Iman trying to get her back. Insiders say he's even planning to fight the divorce ruling if she doesn't take him back. Like, seriously? That's not love. That's control. One moment he's claiming he wants to rebuild their family, and the next he's threatening to take things back to court if she doesn't agree to reconcile. That doesn't sound like a man in love. That sounds like someone trying to manipulate the situation to his benefit. And let's not ignore another big part of this: money. Iman's been going around saying that Teyana earns more than he does, and the court papers back that up. Her gross monthly income is $93,587, while his is sitting at $47,981. Nearly half. So yeah, this isn't just about reuniting the family. This is about that money. When you really break it down, the numbers don't lie. It's not giving romantic comeback. It's giving financial panic. And if we're being honest, it seems like the real reason he wants her back is because she's moved on. To Aaron Pierre. Yep, Mufasa himself. Tall, handsome, successful. No wonder Iman's sweating. Can you really blame Iman for being all up in his feelings right now? Aaron's not just attractive. He's successful, making serious moves in Hollywood and glowing while doing it. Yeah, some people have opinions about Aaron's dating history, but one thing's for sure. He and Teyana look great together. Fans believe the real reason Iman is spiraling is because Teyana upgraded in every way. She went from messy NBA headlines to walking red carpets with someone who's respected in the industry. And people are saying that shift is eating Iman up. Inside, Aaron, aka Mufasa, is booked and busy, showing up at all the biggest events. And guess who's right beside him every time? Teyana. They walk in together looking like they belong on the cover of a magazine. Stylish, confident, powerful. Social media can't get enough of them. Every time they pop out, it's trending. And you just know Iman's somewhere scrolling through it all, low-key mad, probably typing out some sad bars in his notes app. Meanwhile, Iman hasn't been shining the same since Teyana left. That glow he had? It faded real quick. Word is he's been struggling to attract the kind of women he used to when he was still linked to her. Let's be honest. We've all seen how some people only pay attention to a man when he's got a solid woman by his side. That taken man energy was strong when he had Teyana. Now, not so much. Let's not act like Iman was Mr. Innocent, either. Back when they were married, it felt like every other day he was in the headlines for cheating. But ever since the split? Silence. No dating rumors, no scandals, no drama, just complete quiet. The guy who used to make blog headlines, weekly has disappeared from the scene. Looks like that spark is gone, and deep down, he knows it. That's probably why he's trying so hard to win Teyana back. Not out of love, not for the family, but because his whole identity took a hit when she walked away. Fans are literally begging Teyana not to take him back. And honestly, they've got good reasons. Iman played her too many times, and as the saying goes, a leopard doesn't change its spots. Sure, the utility stunt was petty as hell, but that was just one piece of a whole puzzle of disrespect. Teyana had every right to air him out, expose the lies, and drag his name through the mud. But she didn't. She stayed quiet, trying to shield her kids from all the mess, keeping the focus on peace. Still, the truth has a way of surfacing. Did y'all even hear about how she accused Iman of stealing from her? She said he pulled almost $4 million from their joint accounts, and then left her stuck with a $200K home renovation bill. That's not just shady, that's straight-up betrayal, and it doesn't stop there. According to TMZ, Teyana revealed that she tried so hard to keep their family from falling apart, even while Iman was emotionally and mentally hurting her. She gave everything, stayed loyal, stood by him in the worst times. But once it became too toxic, she filed for divorce quietly, trying to exit with dignity. But instead of taking that moment to reflect or grow, what did Iman do? He went even lower. What made it even worse, according to Teyana, is that Iman came back begging for another chance, promising to do better, only to fall right back into his old habits. She says he slipped into being lazy, unreliable, and once again, unfaithful. Yep, another cheating situation after everything. She said the whole thing left her feeling humiliated and deeply hurt, but it doesn't stop there. It goes even deeper. When Iman's NBA career started to slow down, guess who stepped up? Teyana did. She used her connections to help him get gigs in Hollywood, trying to keep him relevant and give him a fresh start. She was being a real teammate. But instead of being thankful, he started turning on her, picking arguments, being negative, and dragging her energy down. By 2021, Teyana had enough and filed for divorce for the first time. But once again, she backed out of it. Why? Because she still had hope. She was thinking about her family and trying to make things work. She gave him another chance, hoping he'd finally rise to the occasion.